Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Now let's take a moment to check out our race for Rookie of the Year. Here are some of the top young talents in the game who will be recognized as the best of the best. You look at lights out. You know, there have been moments for him this year, but overall it just doesn't look like he'll finish near the top of the list.
And the crop of young talent coming into the league this year, especially this group, has painted a very bright picture for the future of the NBA.
Well, it's one of the most interesting things for us to watch, seeing how these young guys develop. And you're right, this year's draft class has been unreal.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got the chosen one out there with Maverick, and it's prime time, and it's D in at the 2. And for the Wildcats, the Quick is out there with Captain Clutch. Then it's the chosen one. Then it's Mr. Perfect. And it's Big Cat in at the 5 spot. And so here are the Wildcats. Here's the Quick. There's the pass to Mr. Perfect. Here's Big Cat. 6 to shoot. The layup off target. Pass to the chosen one. Smitty, it's been a fun regular season, but I feel like everybody's chomping at the bit for the playoffs to finally begin.
You know, the regular season is fantastic, Kevin. It's just the energy, the level of play. In the playoffs, it's just more at stake, and I just look forward to seeing these teams start to battle. And then I also like you see the same team over and over in a best of 7.
Here's the Quick. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. That shot wide open.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's the chosen one. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. Mr. Perfect, the pass to the Quick. Pass to Samuels. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's the chosen one. Tries again. Here's Diallo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
It's his first trip to the line. Taking 2 shots. First free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. The Quick passes to Samuels. Tries it from 19. And the ball goes out of play, unable to keep it in. Breaking the action, we can see the top passing teams in the league, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard.
The beauty of this team is seeing the ball move around the court. It doesn't stick. That's why they're at the top of that list.
Here's the chosen one. Pass to Diallo. Here's Maverick. Doesn't go for him.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that
one. Stolen. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Mr. Perfect, the pass to the Quick. Here's Big Cat. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Mr. Perfect. The shot's good on the assist by Daniel. Mr. Perfect's got 5.
Able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
The pass to the chosen one. No good on that one. And the Wildcats the other way now.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
And here's Daniels. He's coming off a 16-point game again. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, D passes to the chosen one. Throws it up high.
And the passer floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Pass to Big Cat. Here's the quick. He's guarded by Diallo. The quick passes to Samuels. Not from the top of the key. It's hauled in by Diallo.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
Passes it to the chosen one. Now the pass to Maverick. And the layup's good off the glass.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And the Wildcats call time here. Steve, we've heard Commissioner Adam Silver broach the idea of a mid-season tournament. How that would be structured, I don't know. But do you think that could possibly work?
I think it's a possibility, Kevin. One, I think you definitely have to have the season shortened to 75 games, 68 games. I think you have to do it on the back end of the All-Star break because we know so much as far as the calendar. When can you fit this in? Maybe 3 or 4 days after the All-Star game during that week. Expand that time off of maybe 3 or 4 days. It's possible.
Now here's Moore. Here's Dixon, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
That's just staying in the moment, keeping with the current possession.
Pass to Lights Out to the left wing. Here's Diallo. Here's Lights Out. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
Here's the closer, covered by Muhammad. Here's the closer. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Good work there as it goes.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Pass to Muhammad. Here's the closer. There's the 3. And the 3 ball is good. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Here's the natural. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Kicks to Moore. Here's the natural. From deep. Moves back up. Magician passes to Dixon. And it's blocked. And here they come. Here's Muhammad. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Love the recognition. Realizes that one is all him.
Sometimes that's the call. You want to be unselfish, but even more so, you want to be effective.
Here's the natural. His last outing, he had 8 points. Passes it to Moore. It's blocked. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Lights Out. How the second half of the season has shaped up for him. First in assists. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And we're talking about the ultimate competitor here. Leading the league in assists, maximizing every possession. He just tears apart a defense. And it's denied. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Magician. Here's the natural. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. The natural's got it all tied up now for the Wildcats. And there's the pass to the Cobra. Now Muhammad. Pass to Diallo. Pass to the closer. 5 on the clock. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2. 15 seconds left in the first. Moore outside. Knocks it loose. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The away team leading by just 2. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
They just look hungrier out there. They don't mind taking the pounding.
A mediocre 41% in this one. Garbage man out there with the Magician, and there's the general, and it's the closer. And it's Slater in at the 3 slot. And the pass to the Cobra. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Muhammad out there with the Cobra. And it's prime time. And it's the closer. And it's lights out. Here's the closer. The Wildcats getting their last shot to go. Here's lights out. Got a piece of it. And now Moore pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Count that bucket.
No hesitation. He just takes off and takes it the distance.
Yeah, he's a one-man show in transition. Impressive play, taking it right to the rim.
Here's the closer. He's coming off a 13-point game again. That's to Diallo. Fires for 3. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against one mate. Magician passes to Moore. Here's Magician. Back to Moore. And Shake and Bake picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Substitution.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Mr. Perfect, the pass to Daniels. And he banks in the layup.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Maverick. Passes it to lights out. You can't hit that time. The Wildcats have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Here's Mr. Perfect. That one off the back iron and out. Gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Picked them clean. And they're moving it up. No good with the layup.
Great defensive effort. Just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Wildcats.
Still team ball. D. The chosen one.
And so here are the Wildcats. Here's the quick. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Clock at 4. Daniels, no good. Gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Here's D. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Here's the quick. The feed to Daniels. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Count that one.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
The pass to Mr. Perfect. To the paint. Here's the quick. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen. And offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Daniels with it. The layup missed. Gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. D passes to the chosen one. And it's blocked. And that one ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Wildcats making a switch here. Samuels checked in. It's picked off. And here's the fast break. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Hammers the alley-oop through.
It almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
Here's lights out. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Got a piece of it. He's got a clear path, a finish, and he caps off that fast break with a monster slam.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
But here's an interesting question. Over the next 5 years, which player wins the most MVP?
You know, I think it's Giannis. He's looking like the favorite right now because the way he's playing, he has a possibility to win the MVP. Then I think also because of his age, he's the one guy. And also Anthony Davis could catch Giannis. He has that type of talent.
For Big Cat. Well, a great rebounding small forward can give any team an X factor. Let's look at a few guys who have been playing that role over the course of the last month. When you look at lights out, one of the game's best, second in the league. And, of course, Maverick. He shows up in that same conversation.
And maybe they're not the biggest or strongest players in the front court, but that hasn't limited their ability to get in there and mix it up. Rebounds night in and night out.
This group, they all play big. And the numbers they're able to put up on the glass makes them so valuable.
D passes to the chosen one. Inside. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Pass to Samuels. Elbow shot. That shot, no good.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Here's the chosen one. Passes it to D. Shot clock at 5. That one doesn't go. And the Wildcats the other way now.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
And a strong bench gives you the flexibility to bring someone in and exploit a certain matchup.
The closer's checked in for the quick. .141 left to play here in the half. And here's Daniels. Here's Mr. Perfect. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got 3 assists now in this one.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
D passes to the chosen one. With the floater, and he lays it up and in. The Wildcats have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter, just under 50% shooting. There's the lob to the hoop, and he lays in the alley-oop. And the Wildcats lead by 3.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
So for the Wildcats, Dixon's checked in for Mr. Perfect, and Magician subbed in for the chosen one.
One shot.
Gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. The pass to the Cobra. 30 seconds left now here in the second. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to the closer. A 3-ball drills the 3-pointer. The closer's got 8 points.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Here's the natural. Pass to Daniel. Misses the chippy right there.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Wildcats. They're up by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Looking at the Wildcats. Kenny, some perspective, please.
I love the motion on offense. Guys are moving, the ball is moving. It's a very nice approach to the game, and one the defense absolutely could not keep up with.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the visiting team.
I like the way they rebounded. They devoted a lot of energy down low, fighting for each other on the boards. And it helped keep this game tight. If they can continue to do that, it could easily be the factor that swings the game in their favor.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
As we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We're seeing a tremendous game from Mr. Perfect.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
And some of it's just a mindset. He came into this game with a very unselfish approach, and his teammates have benefited from it.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. The chosen one out there with Mr. Perfect. And there's Captain Clutch. Then there's the Quick. And it's Big Cat in at the 5.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
We've got D, the chosen one out there with Diallo. And there's Maverick. And it's the chosen one and at point guard. Here's the chosen one. The Wildcats getting their last shot to go. Passes to Diallo. And it's denied. But he recovers it. The chosen one passes to Diallo. Tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall.
I mean, all period is cool for him scoring the ball.
Wasted no time on that one. And now a 7-point Wildcat lead. Here's the pass to Matt. Over to the left wing. In the corner, it's Diallo. Fires the three. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Wildcats the other way now.
I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else.
Pass to the Quick. There's the triple. Drains the three-pointer. The Quick's got 5 points in the quarter.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Smitty, you played with the U.S. national team. Would you say they allow more physicality in FIBA than they do in the NBA?
No, I think, Kevin, different parts of the game, there's more physicality. Like on the free throw line, boxing out. Like going up for rebounds. They let a lot more than we're used to go. But usually the NBA players adjust, and they find their way.
Morris checked in for Daniels. The chosen one passes to the chosen one. Off the run. It doesn't go for him. The Wildcats have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Here's the Quick. He has 7. Mr. Perfect, the pass to the Quick. And he's going up for the alley-oop. 5 to shoot. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Clearly a foul.
That's his first personal foul. At the line, the chosen one. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Money's checked in for the chosen one. He doesn't get the second one. We know, Steve, the NBA looking at lowering the draft eligibility age from 19 to 18. The one-and-dones would be gone. You like the move?
I do like the move, Kevin. I would just love to have a lot of things in place for these younger guys, whether they're 18, 19, some guys at 25. Just something in place to help these guys, especially some of the things they're having problems with off the court and also financially. Have some kind of third eye to be able to help these guys.
And this is where the G League comes into play, isn't it?
Yes, indeed.
Here's the Quick. 7 points in the game. Passes it to Slater. And stolen by Diallo. The pass to D. Great touch on the 16-footer. D's got 8.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Pass to Slater. To the paint. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
Here's the chosen one. 5 points in the game. Now here's Diallo. 5 on the clock. Passes it to D. Here's the chosen one from downtown, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Here's a look at some stats for Big Cat. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's averaging 3 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he is such a huge part of what this team does on offense.
Yes, night in and night out, he's their go-to option. He accepts that responsibility and thrives at it.
Pass to Moore. Right wing. The Quick passes to Mr. Perfect. The second effort. It's hauled in by Diallo. Diallo's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on
Greg, as they look to trim the deficit, Could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. And the Wildcats call time here. So for the Wildcats, Magicians checked in for Big Cat. The Natural comes in for Money. And the closer subbed in for Moore. Here's the Quick. He's got 7. And the pass to the closer. Misses from short range.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And you know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
Here's Lights Out. Pass to the Cobra. Here's the closer. Lets it go with a 3. That shot misses. The Natural, the pass to the Quick. Down low, Mr. Perfect. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Well, 1 make in 6 attempts. I think it's fair to say he's had a rough start to this quarter.
Here's the closer, covered by Muhammad. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Here's the closer, 8 points for him. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. And they're on the break. Here's Magician, and down it goes. Dunk through off a wonderful assist.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question. Toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
So for the Wildcats, garbage man comes in for Mr. Perfect. And Daniels subbed in for the Quick. .11 left to play in the third. It's blocked. Here's the break. The steal. Here's the Cobra, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. The Wildcats have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. 43 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. He doesn't hit that one.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
That chooses 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. In the corner, Daniels. Nailed from three-point land. Daniels has got 5 points in the quarter.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
Here's Lights Out. From deep three-point range, and that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the home team holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. Right back after this break. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got the chosen one. Garbage man out there with the magician, and it's the closer. And it's Daniels in at the one spot. The closer, and it's blocked. And they're able to recover. Another shot. Here's the closer. Shoots a three. The shot, no good. And the Wildcats the other way now. There's the closer. The quick look, no good that time.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Kicks it to Muhammad. Here's the chosen one. Passes it to Lights Out. From 12.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Here's Samuels. The teardrop falls in. Samuels got the lead up to 13 now for the Wildcats.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
Now the pass to the Cobra. Pass to Muhammad. Here's the closer. Lock at 6. Shoots. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. The Wildcats have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Pass to Dixon. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Magician. He sinks the 11-footer.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
Big Cat is checked in for Garbage Man. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well during the break I was able to catch the message the visiting team coach gave to his team. He is not happy with the turnovers. He said, we have got to get some shots. It's as simple as that, guys. Play smart and value the basketball. Let's see if the message sunk.
And yes, it's good.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's the chosen one. Here's Maverick. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
At the line, Maverick taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And he makes both free throws. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Pass to Samuels. They get it again. Here's Magician, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
That's the first personal foul. At the line, Magician. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. The quickies check in for Daniels. Both good from the line that time. Gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. And there's the pass to Maverick. Here's the chosen one. Pass to Maverick. 6 on the shot clock. Can't hit from 12.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Fires from the line. Here's Big Cat, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Passes it to D. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's Big Cat, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Big Cat's got 4 points this quarter.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
No good there with this step-back J. Here are the Wildcats. They're on a 12-4 run right now.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
The pass to the chosen one. Lets it fly from 18. Unable to get that one. The Wildcats have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Here's Samuels. It's hauled in by Diallo. Diallo's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better. After a lackluster first half, he's taken charge offensively. We'll see how the defense responds.
Pass to Samuels. And the chosen one gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Mr. Perfect, he's checked in for the Magician. The visitors on defense, trailing by 19. Passes to Mr. Perfect. Lock at 6. To the middle. The quick passes to the closer. No good from outside. Thing has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. The pass to the chosen one. Pass to the chosen one. Here's the chosen one. The shot from 20 feet away. Second chance shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
That free throw good from Diallo. Wildcats making a switch here. Daniels is checked in. He hits both from the stripe. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Here's the quick. Now Daniels. Passes it to the quick. And it's blocked. Here's Maverick. It's to Diallo. Oh, that's blocked. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Daniels passes to the quick. Here is Samuels. To the inside. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Wildcats.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And games, so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Mr. Perfect.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
.125 left in the fourth quarter. Young passes to the closer. Walker surveying the floor. The shot, no good. The Wildcats have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. Here's Saunders, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And players now, Steve, more able to dictate where they want to play. How has free agency changed since you came into the NBA?
I think the signing of shorter contracts, Kevin, guys with player options. And then I think also for a lot of players, they're not taking as much money, leaving money on the table because the endorsement deals off the court is making up for some of their money on the court.
That free throw good from G. Lights out, checked in for the closer. Second free throw, no good. Being just 35%, they've got to get better looks. There's the pass to Lights out. Can't hit from 12.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
32 seconds left to play in the final quarter. T, the pass to Dixon. Just 5 to shoot. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. Walker with it. It's Young on the wing. A baseline J. That shot off. Here's Mr. Perfect. So we see the Wildcats get the win here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that about does it for the final game of the NBA regular season. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports.